Hi guys, it's me. It's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany's Epiphanies? No, Tiffany TV. I am just getting home from work. I am like super on fire. I have had a super great night at work. And I just feel like all of the inspiration and all of the stuff is flowing. And I just feel so great right now. And I am wanting to film my 28 episode because I'm not a finisher. I am not a finisher of things. I literally have so many projects on the go and so many things that I have started. Sky. So many things that I have started and literally come moments away from finishing and just completely give up on a project. So I don't know if that is fear-based or if that is just because it is not the right time for me, or whether it is because I am just not meant to be a finisher. Maybe I am meant to have a team of people finishing things for me and I just do the whole thing except for the very last piece. Maybe I am not meant to be a puzzle finisher. Maybe. I didn't want to tell anybody actually because I was so afraid or anticipating that I was not going to finish and not going to do it to the very end that I did not want to tell anybody another project that I was starting and then just not doing. Well, here we are, and we're on day 28 of 30. And so the likelihood of me finishing is super, super high, super great. I have not let anything that maybe could have been a challenge up until now stand in my way. And so I feel very confident. I already know what my episode 29 and episode 30 are. So there is that part of it already out of the way. I already know what I'm going to do. I just need to show up and do it. I feel very confident that the energy that is moving through me right now is aligned with what and who I am meant to be. So I don't feel any imbalance. I don't feel any resistance. I don't feel any sort of hesitation, let's say. So I have just had a huge realization that just because you feel a certain sort of way about something does not mean that other people in your life are going to feel the same sort of way. So if you are excited about something, it doesn't necessarily mean that other people are going to be excited about that same thing, and that is okay. I feel sad. So what is this showing me? What is this preparing me for? Not everyone is going to be excited or happy for what I am doing, for me sharing parts of myself. That you need to feel some sort of contraction in order to experience the next big expansion, and that those contractions feel uncomfortable in your body. It's showing me that not everything is going to go the way that I plan. But that I know who I am. Okay, so I was at work tonight, and all of a sudden I was closing the restaurant, and there were these teenagers that were outside, and they were in a car, and there was like a commotion going on, and they seemed to be in distress, and everyone had left the restaurant. And so I went outside to see if they were okay, and their car had broken down, and they were from outside of town. So they were from the valley on the other side of Nova Scotia. And they were like, oh, do you have a phone charger? Because my phone is dead. Our car is broken down. We need to call someone to come and help us. We're from like an hour away. I said, sure, come in and charge your phone up. He said, can I have some water? And so then these 3 boys came inside. They're about 17. And they started talking. And they started talking about where they were from and what they do for fun and for a living and all that stuff. And then we got talking about the place where my family is from. And I was telling them about how my grandfather built the house there. And they knew exactly which house it was. And they said, oh, we know the people who live there now. There's a family, there are children, and I've spent time in that house and I've been there. And I said, someday it's in my plan, either in this lifetime or the next, or some other alternate reality or some other timeline where I am going to, that house is going to be mine. And it's still going to be in my family as my legacy. The house that my grandfather built, the house that Jack built, the house that my father, John, built, the house with the ship on the roof, the house that is my family's legacy, the house that I vision as the first Freedom House, which is the house, it's like a transition house for people after they've been through rehabilitation, where they can come and practice DIRA protocol and really connect with their soul and live a life of joyful sobriety. And so it was quite interesting that these boys even knew my family home. And then they said, oh, what's your tattoo? And I said, my tattoo is 444. And they said, what does that mean? And I said, well, 444 is my sign from the universe that I know that I'm moving in the right direction. So whenever I see repeating 4s, I know that is my sign from divine that I'm doing the right things. I'm making the right choices. I'm saying the right things. I'm moving in the direction of my highest expression. And the one boy, Xavier, he looked at me and he was like, oh yeah, my girlfriend's really into that. And our angel numbers are 222. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's right on. When you see 222, it's the same thing for you as me seeing 444. And so we talked some more and we had some really deep conversations, because I don't really do surface conversations, even with teenagers. I sort of don't know how to have surface bullshit conversations. And sorry, I'm so distracted thinking about my friend and how much I've upset her. Okay. So I got in the car, that I closed the restaurant, I did all my work, and they left and said, thank you for the water, thank you for the phone charge, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Their mother was coming to pick them up. And I got in the car and was driving home and stopped at the light and then turned up the hill to come to my house. And the car right in front of me had the license plate 222. And I thought to myself, these are the things that life is made of. These are the moments that you have a huge impact on somebody else's life. I will never see those people again. Those 17-year-old kids are not even in my realm. Maybe they know my kids somehow indirectly or have crossed paths, but they live on the other side of the province. It's likely I will never see them again. But they had a moment with me in conversation that really brought things up to them that they're probably not necessarily used to speaking about or having an awareness of. And I feel really good in knowing that I was able to make an impact in that way. Yeah. Make every word count. Thank you. I love you. I don't even know how I'm gonna work this out. Do I need to channel? Probably. I call on divine. I call on divine to be known to me. I am divine. We are one. And what we would say is, do not fret, for every single experience is mutually beneficial for everyone involved. What is presented for you as a contraction is the most appropriate for you in any given moment. And what is presented as a contraction for others in the same scenario is also as important for them. You can hold space for each other, for growth and awareness. When you come into any situation with pure intentions, you can trust that whatever the outcome is the greatest for all involved. No matter how heavy it feels in your body, no matter how constricted and dense the feelings are passing through, for what this is showing you is the debris that is left in your energetic system that is rising up to the top to be released. There is no need to fear these experiences, for they carry with them great weight. They carry with them great learning. They carry with them great knowledge and great awareness. In these moments, when you feel as though you have made a mistake, what we would say is that there is no such thing as mistakes. There is no wrong turn. There is no There is only love. And you can do yourself the service of opening your heart and allowing the white light of divine to cleanse and clear the debris being held in your energetic system that is causing the feelings of discomfort and pain. What we would say is that it is up to you how long you want to hold on, how much you want to resist, and how deep you will go in the suffering. What we would say is that all is appropriate. As difficult as this concept may be to conceive, there is only love. Trust it is so. Thank you.